Hello once again, Dave Knight here at Knight Capital Management. How are you doing? My evil plan, because all those yo-yos I get occasionally, they'll send me an email and say how much of an idiot that I am and oh, you're a bunch of jerks and whatnot. It's always that one bad apple that spoils the bunch, right? And with that being said, it amazes me. It absolutely amazes me the stupidity of some of the yo-yos that send some of the crap that I get in my email. Now, for the most part, what I do with it is I delete it. If I see it's negative, bam, delete button. But I figured I would give the yo-yos a little bit of their own um, bit of wisdom here, because most of these yo-yos are a bunch of idiots and losing money in the markets anyway, and so therefore every person that's trading is just an evil trader. Yeah, me personally, I'm pushing up the dollar of crude oil, and that's why you're paying $4 at the pump, because I'm taking my gazillions of dollars and trading the market as a speculator. If you believe that hogwash, believe me, I got lots of swampland for you to invest in the state of Florida. In fact, the swampland in Texas is probably better in the middle of the desert. I've got some great desert property for you to buy. Just get in contact with me, send me all the money you got, and I'll make sure that you get every cent that's invested in. So let's talk about reality here. Let's talk about what is reality. Is the speculators the environment here that's causing all the problems? Is the high frequency trading people the one that's causing all the problems? I don't know. I'm a trader, and what I do is I speculate on which way that market's going to go. If you ask me which way the market's going to go in any given day, I have no clue. I wake up just like you do. Most of the time I put pants on. Sometimes, I come down my underwear and get started. But with that being said, this is the kind of trading lifestyle that I have. Sometimes I'll take a shower in the morning. Other times I don't, man. I'm in my own freaking room. I can do whatever I want. So, here's my office. I'm working out of my own home office here. There's no surprise to this kind of environment here. Teach his own. Now, what do I do with my given time? And if I want to give back of my time to help other individual traders, that's my decision. It's not yours, and especially not you as a yo-yo out there that doesn't know a hill from a hole in the ground, right? You're the one that's losing all the money. I'm the one taking it from you. So how about that, huh? Anyway, I rant, I rave, and I make fun of you yo-yos out there. Thank you for being in the market so I can take your money from you. Anyway, Napoleon Hill and the Law of Success, Volume 4. Now, this is like a 1,000-page book here, and this particular, I want to read something that was taken back in 1928. 1928. We've been talking about commodities and futures and all this stuff from a lot longer than this. Trading, even in the Bible, it talks about trading. It talks about the parable of the guy that goes out and takes the 5 talents and makes 5 talents more. It talks about the guy that takes in 2 talents and gets 2 talents more. And it talks about the yo-yo that goes and buries the 1 talent in the ground expecting to get nothing in return. Well, you sow what you reap, right? Well, anyway, let's go ahead and talk about, in the book Napoleon Hill here wrote on the Law of Success, he goes on to say about this, and he goes, think of the vast combination of means and man and forces necessary to provide even a frugal meal. The Chinese man raises your tea, the Brazilian your coffee, the East Indian your spices, the Cuban your sugar. Well, I guess we get sugar from other places now since we got the embargo against Cuba, right? But anyway, the farmer upon the western prairies your bread and possibly your beef. The gardener your vegetables. The dairyman your butter and milk. The miner has dug from the hills the coal from which your food was cooked and your house was warmed. The cabinet maker has provided you with chairs and tables. The cutler, the knives and forks. The potter with dishes. The Irishman has made your tablecloth. The butcher has dressed your meat, and the miller your flour. Trading's been around for a long time. Trading will be around a lot longer after I'm dead and buried and I'm nothing more than sand of this earth. Obviously, unless the world ends on December 21st, 2012, right? That's what the Mayans say. But my bet is that the world will not end that day because everybody thinks it's going to end that day. Anyone that makes a comment and says, well, this is when the world's going to end, well, the Bible tells us that the world's going to end like a thief in the night. It's going to come silently when you least expect it. Well, if everyone is expecting the world to end on December 21st, 2012, do you really think that's going to happen? Yeah, you yo-yo out there. That's what I'm talking to you. Because you're the same guy that I'm going to take money from on that day, just as well as I'm going to take money from other. Because I'm that evil speculator out there taking all your hard-earned money from you, right? Well, anyway. So where do you go from this? What kind of a trader am I? I'm a tiger. That's my nickname. That's my moniker. I am the guy that sits in the grass, high grass, waiting for the weak of the herd to come by, and I'm going to pounce on it and take my prey, and I'm going to take the easy trade. That's the kind of trader I am. I'm not going to sit around in the market and waste my time in markets that don't make sense to trade. 85% of the time the market's not trending. Therefore, do I want to be involved in it? As a trader, my goal, and your goal as a trader, if you haven't figured this out, yo-yo, by now, is to get in when you find the trend. You get a little of the middle and you get out with the profit. You got to think about that pyramid shape, right? What kind of pyramid do you want to be involved in? You want to come in a pyramid like this so that you're adding contracts, and therefore when that house of cards gets decimated, you're down and you lose everything that you got, including your house, your home, your mother, your father, your wife, your kids, and everything else that you ever had in your life. Most likely you're that yo-yo that's going to jump off the bridge. Or do you want to take a structure like this, like the Egyptian pyramids, and you take on that foundation where it's the strongest, the cornerstone, and you build from that cornerstone with your strongest position, and therefore you take away. So therefore, when you're on the big top of this pyramid part of it, you're on your rabbit part of your trade. You're on your runner. That's the way you're successful as a trader. And you yo-yos out there that want to do it this way, thank you for being you. This is the better way to do it. This is Dave Knight here at Knight Capital Management. Thank you, yo-yos. Thank you, the idiots out there. Thank you. I'm one of those evil speculators taking your money from you. Go ahead. Keep on trading. I'll be here tomorrow. Will you?